Hello everyone and welcome. It's me, BDOGCSGO, once again, joined as always by Freddie, and we're here on the lovely Esports Wales channel to bring you the TAN team. And Freddie, we've got some exciting ancient gameplay. How
Yeah,
are
we
you?
actually cut. I'm great. Yeah, we've had a very exciting day of Counter-Strike so far, and hopefully to see some more. And I mean, this should be a banger. I've got a good friend of mine, ex-teammate, Mr. Wally, playing. So I'm personally just excited to be able to cast him in a game. And Brandon, you doing okay today?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, thank you very much. Yeah, good start to the day. We've already seen some Counter-Strike already, and now we're going to watch even more.
Yeah, and we've got actually a very interesting game coming up here. We've got this new Esports Wales TAN team. It does say Esports Wales YAR on the ESEA, but that's because they couldn't change it. So we'll ignore that temporarily. So they're Esports Wales TAN. They are the main team for Esports Wales, and they've got a bit of a new roster here. They've got Wally as the IGL AWP. They've got Oral as support player, and he was playing this team before. And then you've got Yelm, who's actually standing in. So they haven't got a full roster yet. They're still kind of trying to find that fifth. And they've got Trebby and Wolks as these two not too experienced players. I think both of them, this was their they've already played one game, they've won it, and that was their first ESC, that was their first intermediate game. But they're both very individually talented, and like they kind of, what I remember talking to Wally is that like he kind of sends them off as a little pack. You know, those two, they go in as an entry duo, and they're really good at trading. They're very individually talented. So I'm personally really excited to see them in Ancient. And I was just sitting with the boys before, they were going over some utility, watching some demos. So I'm personally I think we're going to expect quite a lot from them. And Brandon, this Namiga side, this is equally quite interesting, no?
Yeah, 100%. I think they're just off the back of a recent win in the ESEA Women's Cash Cup. Lovely incentive as well from Game Changers. I'm glad that they're bringing that in. But yeah, I think they absolutely trounced Godsent, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out 23 as well, Smea's girlfriend. First picking up a victory for that side. And yeah, I think it was an absolute beating. I think it was not even close, if what I remember is correct. I think it was on Vertigo and another map I can't quite recall.
It was Vertigo and Mirage, and I think the other team got a collective of 5 rounds. So
Okay.
not bad.
Not ideal for them, but good for
Yeah.
Nigma
So
Galaxy.
yeah, really good for Namiga Galaxy, and that's a little bit of money going into their pockets. And they've actually had quite a big success in this ESC season already. They're going 16 and they went 16-6 in their first game. So both these teams are 1-0. And Namiga, this is a team which is very interesting. The core players have been together since like season 33 or so. They've
I
genuinely
think
like
so.
Vilga.
They've been around a
If I'm
while.
yeah, I think they've got like a 6-man-ish roster going on. I'm not like completely sure. But someone like, so you've got Vilga, and it's Vilga, 20, and Anasian have played together for ages, and then Vilga and 20 have played like since they've literally played since season 33 together. So like this is you can never take away that chemistry.
No, 100%. It's important because that means the fundamentals are probably down as well, especially in a team environment. It's going to be interesting to see how Esports Wales match up here. We are on Ancient, so newest map in the pool so far. And personal favourite of mine, Freddie. I think when Face It was in that period of only picking one map, it was always my go-to, going to be honest.
Yeah, I remember I've played Face It Pugs with you all the time. I find this map just fun to watch. It's new, it's something different. I think that's a big thing in the CS community right now of like, oh, you know, there's kind of a bit of stagnation in the map pool. This is the first new map we've had in quite a while. And to be fair, there is still, I feel like, quite a lot to be done with this. It is quite a considerably CT-sided map. the rotations are just so easy. You can work with it so well. And then with the buffs of the A1S coming in the recent months, like that just put every map objectively to a CT side. So we might see whoever wins the pistol starting out probably actually on the T side. Some teams prefer to stay on the T and then kind of like build that comeback going into the later rounds. But Brandon, what is the one thing we always mention every time we play Vertigo?
Oh, well, Vertigo is all about a ramp, but if you're talking about Ancient, which is what this map is
Oh,
on
Vertigo, sorry,
today,
Ancient. My bad.
we'll be talking about mid control, and we'll be talking about the power of it, whether you've got presence or not. We have seen a lot of teams. I think it's more the meta now where. Well, actually, there's a duality of meta, really, if you think about it, Freddie, because you've got two options. You've got either heavy control in mid, and that's often taken by CTs. They push 2 or 3 players in early doors with their utility to deny coverage for the Ts to expose. Or, on the flip side, on that terrorist side, we've seen like quite a few games where they just expend their utility, just their smokes, but they're not actually in mid, but it's just the sole presence based off that utility that denies map control. And it often keeps teams rooted. And it means that the rotations, they're not as quick, they're not as easy, and you can exploit a bomb site, especially such as B, where it's got 2 clear avenues of attack in cave and ramp, and then the flashes can come in as well. And there's a lot of utility. I see the meta adapting quite a lot, and you can see, especially over more towards cheetah, when you transition in over from middle, there's a lot of smokes and flashes you can throw just to enable your team on the bomb site, and it can be quite scary for those players who aren't really too sure what's going on that counter-terrorist side. Who to get quickly overwhelmed.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that you like a really key detail is like I'm pretty sure every ancient game that we've seen recently has just been execute B or retake B simulator. Very little presence sometimes shown towards A. It is nice sometimes we see the players mixing it up, especially on CT, taking some aggression, especially Timo and Lucen. We saw him being a bit diverse on that A side. And then especially more recently, when we were watching the Gates team, we saw them being like very pushy on the T side towards a little bit earlier on and just putting some presence there. So I'm interested to see what Tan bring out today. But I think we've got like this game is genuinely actually very exciting because we've got
a bigger one.
Probably would this be the best female team in Europe?
Well, if you go up at recent results, they're definitely up there. I think very strong contender.
I think they have new players as well. Like JT Ripper and Kate are new, but I think JT Ripper is male, so I'm not too sure
Not 100%.
about that. But like new
players
in the roster regardless.
Oh really? Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Regardless, it'll be a very good game. I think we're just waiting. Is it knife round now?
Yes, knife round has gone to action.
Let's
so we'll play a little bit of
an
ad.
And there we go. And then you can hear the sweet, soothing sounds of the knife round in the background of that.
That's quite a cool
lovely
cinematic
video. Yeah, it's great, right? But we're straight into this. Looks like Nigma, they did win the pistol, and they've elected to swap onto that favourable CT side, as we were just alluding to. Esports Wales, so let's see the buy coming out from them. And Freddie, it's time to begin the game. And go on then. What's your score prediction? We haven't done this in a while.
I actually don't know, but I think it might be Esports Wales Tan. I want to say 16-12. I think it's going to be a close one. I think
right?
They're going to prevail. I think I actually really don't know, because the problem I have with a team like Namiga is that they have it feels like they've been so stagnant for so long. Like if you look at their recent histories, it's literally just been like kind of hard stuck inters. And this will be their, or just like counting, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be their 5th season of intermediate. They've gone 9-7 twice, and they've just gone 6-8 twice as well. So they are they just went 6-8 last season, and they have a little bit. They have something a little bit better here. They had a good start to the season, but I really feel like this Esports Wales Tan side is going to take it.
Okay, well, let's see if the predictions do come true. Look at this early push from the CTs. 4 in towards middle with 1 leaning B. This will be a quick collapse from them. Meanwhile, on the Esports Wales side, they are grouping towards this B bomb site. Utility in the hands of players, and they're just being expended now. This is 2 smokes and flashes So presumably it's going to be... Oh, okay, so short and long get smoked off and a full execute onto the bomb site. But look at this quick flank. Freddy, this might catch them
Ooh.
off.
But Yelm's come back to help all out, and he gets the very nice first pick, sees the two players, and Wally gets the entry onto the side, onto Vilga. Nigma Galaxy, they had a nice idea. They had the flank coming in from Cave. They didn't commit to the bomb site, but this is absolutely incredible from the stand-in Yell himself. He tries to go for 3, unable to do so, but does a lot of damage and gets all the info. So this will be Tan probably picking up their first round. Not too bad for them, and especially on the T side, I feel like it comes to this stage where you just want to get as many rounds as possible, no matter how you do it.
Yeah, 100%. And that's an innovative pistol, though, on that CT side. And unfortunately doesn't yield some results. Esports Wales, we are on their channel. We're very happy that they did pick up that pistol. Obviously, they're going to buy up into this. And it's onto the CTs to decide what to do. They have elected just to full save and get probably a better buy going into the next.
Yeah.
And, okay, well, we saw B last round. There's a stack for the CTs in towards Donut. But Freddy, Esports Wales are marching in towards A main.
Not too bad whatsoever, and I agree. They are, well, as you just said, they're marching into A main. First contact will be Tory on this big box, and 3 players in towards Donut here. We see them going to be taking first contact, but when they've only got USPs, I don't see them doing too much. And as I say that, Trebby goes 1 for 1 with that AK, that entry duo. We already said he's the first player to go out, and these USPs are actually doing absolute bits. They're getting a lot of damage out, and it's into a 2v2, but will be closed out. But woo, that got very close very quickly. Young will probably get an AK if he's able to pick it up, and it doesn't actually seem like he will be. So that will be them not even bringing 2 AKs into this third round.
No, it won't be. A little bit costly, but they got the round over the line nevertheless. Okay, so they elected to buy an AWP on the side of Galaxy, but this buy is still a little bit interesting. Even with the full save, it's just Famises and an A1S. They are playing a bit more default, though, with 2 in towards B, with cave control already being taken, but 2 in towards mid early. Control's being gathered for this CT side.
Control is there, and a very interesting buy. We see the AWP coming out, and it's 20. Well, I thought I might have some influence from Smear there, but it's actually Anasian who gets the first pick onto Yelm. He had that scout saved over it from the last round, and ooh, look at this from Wally trying to get something back, but unable to do so. Very unfortunate. You can see what he was trying to go for there, but now it's just the 3 players of Tan left alive. They're grouped up towards this connector position, and just kind of figuring out where to go. Trying to go as like a pact maybe, and just see if they can get a pick here and there. And what they might be able to do is if they go towards a bomb site, they could either trade out, especially if they get the first few picks, and be able to take that and then get a bomb plant and play the post plant. Especially like, look at utility, it is so ripe across the board. But they are choosing now to go back towards the B bomb site. Saw nothing towards middle, but still, they've got 40 seconds on the board. They don't need to rush anything. They're just going to play the round a little bit slower and actually make some noise there. Wolks makes a few footsteps, and Vilga, you could see, she just heard that a little bit. Nice little off angle from Tory. Allrout does look like he's going to expect this somewhat, but that is the info there. Trebby and Wolks both very close here to trade each other out, and it will be Trebby picking up the first kill and Wolks the second. As I just said, if they get these 2 kills, they'll be able to get the bomb site and the bomb down, and with the utility they have, they'll be able to suppress any retake.
Yeah, but the retake, it is here, and it is in quick for this Galaxy side. All of them are grouped up here towards CT. The utility's doing a good job for this Wales side at preventing them from attacking in 2 choke points, but instead Vilga, she takes down the first, and it just leaves Trebby all to do. Low HP, but there is a belt of utility for him. He will be eliminated. That's a nice shot from the Galaxy AWPer, and it's 2-1, and I'll tell you what, I went into that a little bit skeptical with the purchases, but the AWP, it proves its worth, and suddenly 2 AKs on the board for this women's team. And that's not too bad if you CT.
Yeah, and one thing I want to bring up is that because Tan only kept 2 players alive against that Felico, their money is absolutely in the bin. No player really has that much, and their loss bonus is equally not that great. They'll have 1900 next round, so they will have probably not even a buy next round. Like we see Wally's on 1900 here. He's invested maybe like 1-2 flash extra, but they'll be sending it towards this B bombs right here. They'll be met by really only 20 as well. We can see Vilga has pushed up quite far, but Tory here is now here to support the Namiga team, and Tan, they will be executing this bomb site now.
Yeah, 100%. The hit is coming in. There's 3 players stacked here. And Tori will find success. And all these players, they're standing tall. And Esports Wales, they failed to get into the bomb site. Yeah, it's only pistols, as you mentioned, and it's not that too much for detriment. However, they have walked into the stack quite a couple of times now, and Galaxy, it looks like they're leaning more towards this 3B approach, and Wales, they can figure this out quite quickly, I imagine, and we'll go from there, and we'll see what the adaptions are. I quite like Freddy as well, that they are pushing 2 mids, and they're being quite dynamic on this CT side as well.
Yeah, that brings me back to the beginning of the very beginning of Ancient, when CT aggression, like just pushing 2 down straight away, was the norm. But Tori actually being allowed to get away with a kill onto Walks. Wally unable to trade, but look what he's got here. He might be able to take down the AWP, and he does. That is huge. That's a really big opening and completely stretches the map out for Tan.
Yeah, 100%. He's completely split the defensive, but there is 20. She has pushed up all the way towards ramp, but Yelm is aware of it. But there's still one more player in Vilga over towards this B bomb site. The issue she faces is currently that Wally is in the back lines and behind her, and Cat's on a flank of her own.
Wait, she just walked past Wally, and Wally does come back. Sorry, I was looking at the minimap.
Yeah, no,
what is happening there?
Yeah,
he was behind the box, but they get the bomb down. Yeah, well, there wasn't actually a smoke there. They were just behind the box, and Wally wasn't looking. He was looking towards CT, but Cat, very big kill. That kill there, if it had gone the way of Tan, probably would have decided the round there and then. Yelm and Wally, still alive, towards this back bomb site, and the bomb's just ticking down slowly. Both players on this Namiga side have a kit. A bit of utility as well to use. They can drop that smoke on the bomb maybe, but Wally, he's been the hero thus far. Flash going out, just sets them apart a little bit, gets the 1v1 onto Cat. Tori taps the bomb, smoke on it, and it's going to be Waldo. Big Wally with a 4K. That's actually huge.
Yeah, it is. It's a very important round for them to pick up off the back of the invested weapons as well. And that will do wonders for their economy. It will enable them to buy further. On the CT side, though, it's not too bad either. An AWP coming out already once again, and it has seen success. It looks like they are sticking for this default. So this is the default from the CT setup. It's just 2 in towards mid with 2B and 1 lean in A. I like how aggressive they are being in the early stages of this game, but Esports Wales, they're playing so disciplined and they're catching them out.
Yeah, it's just really nice. They had that unlucky round where they lost, and I was thinking like, ooh, maybe this is going to be a little bit of a change of pace. Maybe Namiga might take charge. However, very nice from Tan so far, and they will be grouping up towards this B bomb site and leaving Trebby here on a lurk. I'm actually surprised to see him on the lurk. I thought he'd be the one player that would be leading the charge, and he's going to be looking to open up this round as well. If he gets a kill really anywhere, like going 1-for-1 is going to be huge. He hears the player directly to his right, and he's just holding still. He's not electing to go too far and aggress. He gets the kill onto Tori, running away from mid. Isn't going to see this mid aggression. It's just all of Namiga right now sitting there, and they'll actually be all 3 of them coming into candles, aggressing onto him. He seems unaware that there could be a player there. He sees, I think he hears about 2 players, so he's going to get some info, and Esports Wales Tan looking to pick up their 4th most likely.
Yeah, the safe call should be called in here, and that's completely right. If you look at the money, it's just not... That's not great at all. But Esports Wales, they're doing all the right things. They're taking control. And a lot of the round successes over the past couple, Freddy, they've been having this mid-lurk in. And you're right, it just completely splits the defense open. And they've already... I think Galaxy, they already lost a round before with Wally slipping through the back lines. And it's just happened again. And now they're going to be on red alert. And these also, they don't even have to commit to mid anymore, but it will be in the back of the mind of these CT players, and it might still halt their rotates.
Yeah, I'm just interested, to be honest. Because what it feels like is it's like the lurk. It's 2 rounds in a row now, as you said, that like stopped everything. Can they get around this? And nice to see Trebby actually on the Mac 10. We're gonna see him just bombarding onto this B bomb site. Look at him. He's gonna be leading the charge and stop momentarily. I don't think they're gonna go straight into it, but the flashes from Oral there are gonna push anyone off the angle if there was. And I feel like they're gonna set the smoke down and just completely implode after it.
Yeah, there's a good chance. You see is being lined up, and once again, it's this mid lurk on Esports Wales. And actually, they're just electing to leave B alone for the time being. They're just trying to take Cave, and they're just trying to stamp some sort of authority over the map. Wally once again, and he will find the opener. That's such an important kill. Oh, but it will be immediately traded out. With this aggression in towards Cave, suddenly the tables have turned.
Oral wasn't quite sure if he was in or out that smoke, and now it's Trebby with the MAC-10. We highlighted him before, leading the charge and able to get one, leaving Esports Wales in a 2v4. Walks and Yelm, they're looking to get one back. 20 brought down to 222 HP. They get that first pick, putting one player out towards Cave. They know there's an AWP in towards CT, but they don't know where Cat is. Cat had recently taken down Wally towards middle, so they have a vague idea of where she could be, but the flank is actually still possible. But we see here, Tan, they're electing not to get the bomb down and rather try find a pick. Yelm going in alone. There was no trade potential from Wolves there, and it's going to be Nigma Galaxy picking up a third in quite a nice fashion.
Yeah, 100%. They were just kind of waiting for the bomb plant and then to swing around the corner, but Esports Wales, they had the opportunity to, but they didn't elect to do so instead. I think the kills, they fell the way of this CT side, and it's a scrappy brawl in the early stages of this game. It's a really close contest, and this is exactly how we described it, and I'm glad it's living up to that. Oh, it's good spam as well. Tori.
See Oral. I was going to say, Oral's on the Deagle as well. Like,
Yeah.
that's definitely not what you want. And ironically, I think he might be the one player getting the open pick. I said it might not be what you want, but he does a lot of damage. I'm able to get the kill forward. Wally, he'll be here to probably get the trade kill. That's Tori being taken down towards middle. And Esports Wales, they have the advantage. This is very reminiscent of what happened last round. Wally gets the first pick in towards middle, but there's no one there to trade him out like there was last time. Cat was there straight away. So Nigma Galaxy, they're definitely gonna have to see if they can go as a double, and they're gonna be walking onto Yelm's position here.
I imagine he will be hard cleared here. Oh, just about. 20 does find the frag, and then will also drop the bomb. Galaxy, where they're losing the map control and electing not to hold mid so aggressively, they're double pushing into different areas of the map. We've seen it over towards Donut, and now we've just seen it again towards B ramp, and it's paying off for them. There's another flank coming in, and Walksy will get caught off by it. Wally has made it round to mid again, but it looks like the Galaxy side are really aware of his position. And 20, what a round from her. 4 kills into it and levels the score for this Galaxy side.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate round. I feel like that was definitely something Tan should have picked up. And Nigma Galaxy leveling up the score now. This is a city-sided map, as we talked about at the beginning. So, you know, that they should be getting these rounds, but it's just the fashion they're getting in. You know, like the round before, fair enough. Very nicely played. Good rotations. They stopped any mid-control, but that last round should have definitely gone towards Tan, but it's going to be Trebby leading the charge. He's not baiting this round. He goes through, drops the AWP over onto the hands of, well, he actually continues. I think he dropped it over. I'm not quite sure what was happening there. Bit of a kerfuffle the whole round. Kills going back and forth. Wogs being caught out with a smoke in his hand. And now it's a 3v2 in favor of Nigma Galaxy. Both players of Tan are stuck in between this donut position. And it's probably going to have to be this AWP to open up the round.
Yeah, it's looking likely. Just peeking over towards Temple right now, but none of these CT players lie here. I think the first point of contact, if they elect to go towards mid, will be this Candles player in Vilga. Is tucked in though, so it will be a harder clear, but Volks is privy to it. That's a nice smoke from the defense as well, just completely just denies the control. But they might walk through this.
They might, because they have to do something different here, and that's exactly what they're doing. They might catch 20 off guard. However, she is holding the angle. So unless Trevi hard clears her, which he doesn't, should be Nigma Galaxy in quite an easy round. And Wilkes he's putting a good fight, but it will be them picking up a 5th on their CT, and Tan probably will be getting a full buy coming in here, but still like a little all round.
Yeah, it was just based on Tech 9 purchase, so we will see a full investment here. Pretty much give or take a Galil or 2. Okay, maybe a bit of a pace change here. 4 players immediately on this T side heading straight towards B ramp. Bomb has been dropped though, so it's not going to be a full rush just yet. Instead, the cave control, it might come in. However, there is another player here. After being eliminated, but Trebby stands tall and delivers 2 big entry kills for his team.
2 big entry kills indeed, and we highlighted him and Wolks as a bit of an entry duo. Wally sending them around the map together, and a lot of success opening up here. This is the first time I think we've seen an advantage of this level, because Nigma Galaxy here, they are actually committing towards B bombsite here. They've got a bit of a gamble read, but a smoke towards short, I think that will be from Wally, is going to isolate one player, which is Cat, and Tori now will probably be the only contact. Yeah, so the smoke, sure. Cat's going to go reconvene with her teammate. Oh, Cat a little bit spanned from the smoke. Could get something, and that is what she does. Walk's being dropped on the bomb site. That is Nigma Galaxy actually leaving it up a little bit, and Wally with the remaining bullets. Tori takes him down, and this is very unfortunate for Tan. They had everything right. They did it perfectly, but still, it's a 3v3. The retake smokes will be coming in, and Trebby, he has some utility of his own to maybe deny this, but Flash is coming up left, will flash Tori out. She's going to be peeking out with Cat, and Oral behind the side, lines them up. He goes for 2, doesn't get the 3rd, but Yelm, the stand-in, comes in and clutches up the round for them.
Yeah, it was a little bit dangerous there. I think the only downfall for Galaxy there was they only had 1 point of attack. And where you can hear the spam, you don't have to see the traces, but you can definitely hear the bullets, and there was a lot of players there, so Esports Wales was aware of that's where they were coming from. Flank was also being held, and it was good utility, don't get me wrong. The smokes and the flashes, they did wonders, but Yelm, when you can just double up and just tuck on the bomb site like that, it's going to force these CTs to go haywire, and they're also going to be on this eco. Wally looking to farm some kills alongside Yelm. And the key is damage limitation here.
Yelm, run.
100%.
The Molotov's coming down. No, wait, they both get taken down. That's actually quite huge. That's a lot of money as well. Because like, this is something we brought up as well. And Trebby's actually Molotoving himself off. So he's going to allow them to pick up the AK and the AWP. And if Nigma Galaxy are allowed to say this, it's going to be a huge misplay on the side of Tan.
Yeah, let's have a look, see if they can save this. They are quite far away, and I don't know, maybe a little bit greedy, maybe seeing I don't know, a little bit of eco farming action, but nevertheless, fair play to the CTs who have just barreled them down, even when standing in the fire and the flames, and they take an AWP and an AK, and you're right, that's incredibly expensive. Rebuys will come in for now, and it's not too damaging for this T side, but for the CTs, it means they can get a really good buy going.
Yeah, this is really, like, it's just because they're able. I don't even know if they're able to have an AWP coming into this round.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so like this is, and like you can see the money, like the Tori's still having to buy a FAMAS, so definitely would have been quite ropey if they had to invest 2 whole guns into us. But it might be a fast A play here. We see them barreling out. Trebby leading the charge. He's only going to meet one player. Cat is completely blind. The closest player is Tori, but she is completely smoked out. Trying to actually run through this. Yelm as well, meeting her and runs through the smoke himself. That's actually quite big. He only goes 1 for 1, but Vilga through the smoke, taking down all round. And this is something we are seeing time and time again. Nigma Galaxy just spamming through the smoke with those A1Ss. No traces, allowed to get away with getting those kills. The utility is still there though for Esports Wales. Wally, unfortunate. Smoke just going a little bit too early, and Trebby very close. He's going to beat the flashes, gets the first, unable to get the second. 20 quickly trades out her teammate, and now just Wolks and Wally trying to hold down this bomb site. 20's head has been spotted. A bit of a missed shot from Wolks allows her to actually get the kill. Now it's Wally left in a 1v2. He gets the first, but the AWP saving Grace and Tan. I really thought they should be winning that round.
Oh, that was a whiff in tempo, and it just allows 20 to readjust. She's had so many multi-kills already into this map so far, and just continuing. 11-7, but it's all been impact. And it's all been multi-kills as well, I believe.
Yeah, she's had an absolute huge run, and like I don't actually. That's like a mass. It's just so unfortunate from Wolks there to miss his shot. And it's one of the things where it's like just unlucky. You miss your shots in sometimes in those situations, and it does lead to a round loss. He's having quite a rough game, 3-9. So hopefully he can pick it up personally going into the later stage of this game. But it will be Anna Cyan with the AWP. continuing her form from the last round. Trebi already being neutralized, and this is Namiga all over this round. But as I'm just saying that, Wolks, I said he might be had to step up going into the later parts in this game,
Look at
and
the
that's
French.
exactly what he's done. And Wally, he's been lurking so much throughout middle, and he gets the first kill on the Tory. They know Vilga's there, and Wolks chimes in with a kill of his own, and this is beautiful retaliation from Tan.
It could have been a bit dangerous as well there, because Cat... There was a world where the T's could have gone mid and she would have cut them off, but nevertheless, Esports Wales, they just kick the door down to this B bomb site and take all the players. Scouts is clean off. 7th round, and this game is close, but it is delivering. Ooh. We are going to see this pistol buy once again, a force onto the side of Galaxy. Yelm does have the AWP, so we'll see that in some play as well. And they're getting aggressive. This is free in mid. This is different with a double donut.
I'm actually surprised seeing Yelm wielding the big green so much. I think Wally is normally the AWPer, but I think it's one of those things where, like, he knows what he wants to do as an IGL, and especially when the teams are mixed, he's just lurking out middle and finding so much success. And Wilkes, he gets a tag to his body, left with 27 HP, does actually get away. So that's very lucky of him. And yeah, as I was saying, like, Wally, he's just choosing to do this lurk role by himself. And maybe when they get a solidified 5th, and Yelm, he might actually come into the team, but if he gets replaced coming into the near future and they get that full team out, he'll be able to put himself back on the big green. But Esports Wales, 7 rounds on this T side is pretty good. Anasia, very that name really is I'm struggling a lot and doing a lot of damage. Anna, yeah. Anna doing a lot of damage with that scout is allowing these Deagles to chime in, and this is actually wow, I was not expecting this whatsoever. Namiga Gaming or Namiga Galaxy with their low buy is actually in the man advantage. They've all got AKs. The A-bomb site has been relinquished. Wally is got full control of that, and this is gonna be quite a hard round for Tan.
It is, but look at their positioning. They're all grouped up together in towards Donut. And this flashbang, it could do some damage, especially with Wally just being eliminated. It's all left onto this AWP, and he's being swarmed. Nigma Galaxy, based off that force buy, they get it over the line, and Esports Wales, they can't string 2 rounds together.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's also one of those things where I come back to is like, okay, they've had quite an unfortunate game. They definitely could be picking up a little bit more rounds here and there, but by large, I feel like 7 on the T side, that's not bad. Even an 8 possibly as well.
Yeah,
but
that's
this
quite
buy
good.
is very scrappy.
Yeah, honestly, 7 is ideal. Even 9-6 isn't too bad, but it looks like they're going to barrel in past this utility. That's a lovely flash to enable the cave peek. And suddenly, this is where we've been seeing Esports Wales have their success, when they are collapsing onto this B bomb site with this split between cave and ramp. And I like this. Previously, before, they just explode, but now they're just being a bit more silent. They're making the CTs doubt. We're also holding for flanks, because this has been quite prominent. 20, though, has been lurking in the smoke and gets 2 players, but immediately traded out by Rao. And Esports Wales, they do take the bomb site in the end.
Very nice. Oral does get the bomb in. He plants those digits, and Anna and Kat are now the 2 players that will be rotating onto this B-bomb site. As last rounds, they will be going for this. Orb is in her hands, and she fires off a pot shot. Kat coming from short is actually going to take down Wally, but a lot of HP being conceded on her, and the smoke being missed as well. Actually, Kat blocks that. Anna running around with this big green. Nice little third man view model we're getting from GoTV here. I don't know if that's just mine, but
yeah, no, it's not.
Trevi, does fall, but the bomb is taking all out. He just needs to survive, and that's all he does. Esports Wales talent, they will get the advantage going into this next half, and that is pretty good for them on the T side.
Yeah, shout out GoTV. That's actually some nice observing. Like, there was no, comparatively to what it's been before, it's not too bad.
Right.
There's been some weird GoTV moments before.
Brandon. That was pretty bad.
No, we had a nice little third person angle. That's nice.
But it just kind of confused us. When have you ever seen a major and they're like, boys, third person angle?
I don't know, but they should bring it out, like a little drone camera, like a Hunden cam.
Right, let me message the production for the next event, and I'll go, alright guys, I'm laying the crack down for you. You guys need... Huh?
You got PGL on speed dial?
Yeah, I'll be like, PGL, I've got the story for you.
Yeah.
This is what you need to do for your next event. I saw GoTV do it, so personally, I feel like you'd be dumb not to.
Yeah, I can't believe GoTV is implementing spectator cams like on this level, and we don't have that level of production. But
I mean, we had some pretty good production, and when
yeah, we
and
have.
I was on Player
Oh
Prodigy
yeah, that's
the other
sick.
day,
Yeah.
and that was like I didn't clock, but it's like it was the people who did VTC, so that was pretty cool to see
VT2.
them. Huh? Oh,
The Valorant
yeah.
stuff.
Is it VCT or VTC?
VT2, I think.
VCT. Yeah, so they were doing the
Oh,
production.
that's cool.
They were awesome. And they were saying how like sometimes it's so hard to work with like the regional casters because they're just like brand new and don't know what they're doing.
Bless her. I mean, that's a growing scene in itself. I mean, that'll take time. Everyone will, like,
Everyone will come accustomed very soon.
yeah,
But
100%. Oh yeah, going off that, it looks like we are going to get into the second half, and yeah, it's been close, and that's what we alluded to previously. We said, okay, this game could very well go the distance. It looks like it will, at least in the first half. Galaxy are now on their T side, and let's look at the buy. They're just purchasing Kevlar. They got Smoke Flash, okay, so something to work with on the utility front. Wally with the smoke and kit for Wales, and there's no aggression out mid for the CTs, but it's all Ts. Look at them barreling up straight away. Double Donut might catch them out, but they're heading straight towards red.
yeah, I'm interested to see where they actually go with this. They've got a player Tory in towards A site, but it's going to be
Oh.
Waldo getting the first pick onto 20. Very nice from him, but it's going to be, ooh, I thought Vilga was going to save the round there. Wolks clutching it in, and Wally, he has no armor, but it does not stop him. He's going absolutely huge, surviving and holding so much time. Wolks coming for seconds as well, but the bomb is actually going on a bit of a run. I thought for a second she was going to go towards the B bomb site, but they are actually just going to scrim it. Never mind, we're going back to B. Oral, he's going to hear them. He might be able to pick off the bomb, though. Anna is waiting. She's wasting a lot of time. Cat as well, brought down to 5 HP. There is a kit on the floor, but it was on the A bomb side. So both players of Tan have walked past this, but look at Wolks. He's got so quickly in to Cave, and they might actually expect him. They see him jiggle. He's seen both those players, and he just chooses to hide. Ooh, whoever gets that kill, that's massive. Oral probably had to convert that, and now it's just Anna and Wolks in a 1v1. They both have an idea of where each other are, but Anna, very nice timing, peeks out when Wolks is looking into Cubby, and that would be Nigma Galaxy taking the pistol round. And actually, I did not think they were going to. That was a 2v4, was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it's really impressive from them. They did around the world. Typically, you only see that on Overpass, but I guess you can do it on Ancient. But this is a straightforward approach from them. Just being disciplined, holding for these flanks, and also the utilities being sat out in mid. It looks like it could be a crunch for them. Meanwhile, if you look at the split, Wales, they have force bought into this, and they do have upgraded pistols themselves. But there's only Yelm here to defend this B bomb site, it looks like that's where it's heading.
Yeah, I think the bomb will be picked up by Cat momentarily. She's just throwing some more util smoke towards shore. It's just going to allow them a cleaner route onto the bomb site. And bomb is actually, she's struggling a little bit to find that, I think, on the minimap. She thought it was in a different place, but all these players stuck behind this smoke. Oral still in towards middle, might come on a bit of a late flank, but Tan, they're just going to have to wait out the smokes. Trevi, very unfortunate from him, is going to get spammed down through the smoke, and 20. Oh, she might just look to go through the smoke, and I thought for a second she might, but halted there a little bit, and I think Tan here, it's going to look very unfortunate, it's going to look very unlikely, and Cat, ooh, very nice 3k, spicy from her. I was going to say, it's going to look a little unfortunate, uneventful for them, and it will. They just went to get some damage, unable to do so, and now it's just all out left in a 1v5, I guess, just survive, and that he doesn't, and it's well that worst case scenario, Mac 10 gets the kill.
Yeah, Mac 10 got 2 there, and it just farmed them up a little bit of money on this T side. Esports Wales not left with a whole lot to do, so I think they're just maybe investing a couple of pistols into this. I don't think it'll be anything too major. Yeah, just 3 USPs, and these Mac 10s, they can farm, especially if they've got 3 of them.
Tens do so much against the armored T players. However, just looking on the minimap, we've seen less reasonable rounds being won, and especially this boost here, Trebi, he might catch off Anna. He gets a nice little timing. He has that deagle, and they're all stacked towards his B bomb site. So if Namiga do choose to direct their attentions towards this B bomb site, it could get quite strenuous for them. And I said, Trebi, he might come into action here. Anna is going to be open. Trebi, he's kind of had one shot. He had to hit it there. And I think as soon as they see that boost, and as soon as they are seeing no resiliation from this A bomb site, they walk straight there. And it's going to be 20 with this Mac 10 actually getting double dinked by Wally. So nice little play from him there. Does get the Mac 10, so not allowing it to farm too much money. But it's one of those things here now where it's like, don't feed the Mac 10s.
No, you can't afford to give them any more money into this round. Just they're seeing what they can get, seeing if any terrorists do overextend into it. You can see Wally just holding the line in case Anna just pops out of donut, but not to be the case. But yeah, it's been dominant so far from Galaxy in the early stages of this second half. They've really made a name for themselves, especially early on. And Trebi, he's the last man here. He can get one, but he can't get the second. Cat with the immediate trade, and that's Nigma's 10th.
Quite good for them so far on this T side. Tan will have their first proper gun round out, and it will actually be the two AWPs dueling each other. Namiga, they are choosing to wield that one Mac 10 still, and they've got two Glils out as well, so a little bit of a deficit on the gun side of it, but it might be a mid-brawl coming in, as we can see the Mac 10s being flashed out. Yelm and Oral are actually on top of each other. That AWP has already been taken down, and it's Namiga with a very nice early start. And this could be the first gun round done and dusted, unless Wally has something to say about it.
He is good for one, but he does get caught with the utility in his hand. 4 versus 2 now for the CTs to try and retake, and given the economic situation, I think they're just going to save.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they can collect the AWP and save that, that'd be perfect, but like that's going to be a stretch in itself. And Tan, very unfortunate. This CT side hasn't seemed to be very successful for either of the sides, and I doubt they'll have a proper gun round for the 5th of the half, so they'll probably be continuously on like Deagle armor, and then these two A1Ss saved over. So hopefully they can buy up into the second round and get an AWP out again. And it's very unlucky. Like as soon as Yelm and Oral dies there, they were just standing on top of each other, and they were just not ready for that hit coming in.
Yeah, it was just explosive. It's just the first proper gun round of this T half, and Galaxy, we see teams do this quite a bit. It's just they try and exploit the fact that the CTs have only just been able to purchase. So they run a more explosive setup, and it works wonders for them. A quick hit onto this A bomb site. And yeah, they're running away with the lead at the moment. It's as well as they need to counter. They have forced into this. They have got a pretty decent buy, all things considered. And this mid push, it could find success, but Tori is immediately putting Oral in the ground for an early advantage.
Yeah, that is a big pick. I feel like whoever won that pick does depict how this round will go, because Esports Wales, they still do have mid control. You can see Walks is still, he pushed up a little bit there, saw nothing, is rotating off now because he is electing to go towards this big bomb site and join his comrades there. Maybe a little bit of a read that they are going to finish there, and honestly, that might be the case. Bomb has been collected by Cat, and they'll be bounding over there now, and it will probably be just a 4-man execute. Trebi, in a nice little off angle, is actually walking forward a little bit more. Oh, never mind. So he's playing a little bait and switch. Yelm's going to take first contact, tuck, and allow Trebi to hopefully go huge, and it's going to be all. This whole round comes down to this gun battle here. Whoever wins in cave will be depicting of that. And Vilga hard clears Trebi. Both Yelm and him being taken down. The bait and switch didn't even come out. Yelm wasn't even there for the first contact, and it will probably be Tan electing to save once again.
Yeah, 100%. And Galaxy, they just clear their corners. That's an incredibly hard clear, and the timing also deceives Yelm. I imagine he was going to be the bait for that setup, but he wasn't actually there when the hit came in. And Wally will convert this kill, but that's all he's good for. It provides a safe escape route Esports Wales, they hold on to the rifles another day. But again, it's another round on the board for Galaxy. And they're looking quite strong here.
They are looking very strong. I'm very impressed with them, but I'm also just somewhat a little bit unimpressed and disappointed with the Tan side. I feel like on their T side, you know, like there were cracks showing, there was a bit of mistakes being thrown in there, and like a lot of rounds they could have converted. But then equally, I was like, okay, 7 rounds on T side is still nothing too bad, and they've only really done they picked up pistol, and that was about it, really. No.
Yeah, did they even win? No, did they even win pistol? I'm not
Wait,
sure. They won one round. But
yeah,
again,
it's just the same. Wait, that's just the exact same thing that's happened.
Last
Or
round.
else tried to do the same play, and Vilga's just gone, all right, like I killed you last round, I'll kill you this round.
Yeah, see you later. And look at the T's, they're just waterfalling out of this elbow position. They're taking mid control quite decisively. Wally could glaive the smoke here, but Tori is aware of it. But on the fade, he does catch her. Suddenly the scores are level. Yelm taking a bit of a risk, peeking in with the shoulder. But okay, oh actually, look at Cat, walk straight out of A main here. Wally looks like he could be aware of the possibility that someone might be there. He might not expect her this close, but does eliminate her, and that's so important.
That A1S, especially with the right eye peak, like you barely even have to cancel your movement, because like the accuracy on the A1S is actually ridiculous. So those first 2 bullets are being hit regardless if you're moving or not. So very nice on Wally there to pick up that pick, and it will be now Nigma Galaxy heading towards his A bomb site. We see all 3 players in towards Donut. The bomb is there, a little bit of utility. They've got enough to get onto the bomb site, but not enough to hold off, and that's Vilga. She had the vast majority of that, so this smoke now being deployed is the only one they have in hands. There's a smoke on the floor, so we'll have to pick that up for maybe the post plant, but a 4v2, Nigma, if they win this, oh, it's going to be a huge misplay from the Tan side.
Yeah, 100%. But it is a 4 versus 2, and they are attacking from multiple directions. Anna, contact will be made. Wog stands tall, and suddenly it's all left onto the shoulders of 20, but she can't get anything done. And Esports finally, they put a round on the board for what feels like forever, but it certainly isn't, because the half did end 8-7. So this is their second CT round, and they need to get some momentum building.
Yeah, and it's all come from Wally, the IGL, the captain, normally the AWPer of this team. Surprised to not see him at all, actually. I haven't seen him wield it whatsoever. But he's having such a successful game. He is carrying Tan pretty much on his back single-handedly. And Nigma, all they have to do right now, I feel like, is just kill Wally and you win the game.
Yeah, it certainly feels that way. So Esports Wales need to step it up. Okay, here's a Molotov, so it actually denies the mid-aggression. But Vilga runs straight through hers. And here's the battle at Cave. Lovely flashbang to enable the peak. And it's another entry falling in the way of Galaxy. This orb is boosted up as well. Currently smoked off, but could be the difference maker. That's a nice smoke for Red. And that molly's for Cubby, I think. Yes.
Oh,
that's nice utility.
So much damage there. I'm surprised he's got away with his life, actually. And that's Nigma taking so much map control. And Oral, he's peeking into them with the flash. But I actually don't know how that didn't blind them. It felt like Vilga was going to get a full flash in her face. But that's now Tan with a 2-man deficit, and oh, Wally, this could be it.
Yeah, it could be indeed. However, look at Yelm. He has aggressed and will catch out the bomb. Does spot that as well on the retreat, and that's important. Just staying alive for this Wales defense. And the rotates, they are here, but the bomb is already heading towards A, and this smoke and flash is just a bit of a ruse. But it looks like Wally's not 100% convinced and will eliminate Cat. Suddenly the round, it begins to look a little bit clearer. But Galaxy, they do have the bomb site in the first instance.
They do indeed. And Wally, he's here to save. It's pretty much him against the world. They need to get this quick and easy kill onto middle. Vilga does get away with her life. And still, again, Wally, he's left alone here. The rotation has come in. Trebby is to support him. Bomb has been spotted. Wally sees at least one player towards Donut. Bomb has been denied. Quickly traded out by Vilga, and incredible spray transfer damage. It was actually Tori that picked up that kill, but the HP, 47 in total. And the bomb, wait, actually the time, I didn't even notice. It's the time that were the worst enemy of Nigma there. There is no round for them, no win, no loss bonus, and it's actually Tan taking the round in a very unfortunate a very unusual circumstance.
Yeah, I know, that's incredible. The time is... Well, everyone wishes they could have more of it. Definitely Galaxy
this game
in that
is all
round.
Wally.
Yeah, 100%. He's doing all of the things right now, setting all the balls in motion. Look at this utility once again from this terrorist side, though. It's so well drilled, and that nade didn't do as much as I thought it would. But now, again, the pick falls the way early of Galaxy. And Esports Wales, they need to come back from this. 2 players are grouped towards A main, and that is where the bomb is heading. Make it a third. But there are 2 players here for this Esports Wales side. But they are grouped in towards Donuts. They're a little bit clustered.
Yeah, big man Waldo is really putting this team on his shoulders right now. And I couldn't be even just quite, quite proud. As a friend of mine, it's very happy to see him do very well. And the problem is, he is nowhere to be seen for this execute. It is Nigma Galaxy sending all their players towards this B bomb site, and it'll only be Wooks to meet them. He's actually not even going to contest this. He's going to play towards CT, allow the execute to come in, see if he can get some spam damage, and he actually gets the first kill. Smoke does come in just a little bit late, so Cap is able to trade him out, and he really had to either just survive there or get a pick and survive. Like, being taken down there is putting them in a very unfortunate circumstance because Nigma Galaxy can just trade out. They have the man advantage. And especially with Wally being taken down, their star player of this game so far, is just kind of getting bad to us of them. Oral finally gets a kill going their way. And now she's got 2, making it a 2v2. Both these players are coming from CT, but look at 20. She's so fast on this flank. She will be coming so close behind them. The smoke does go on the bomb. Oral being dropped. And Trevor is actually sticking it. But the smoke, it isn't good enough. And it is going to be 20. The hero of this round for her team. 3 kills. And that's going to be Nigma on a 13.
Yeah, 100%. It just all fell apart at the seams there for Esports Wales. And you're right, here's a 13th. The pause is coming in, probably to discuss the money situation for this CT side. Because, look, it's not great. It's not a good one. And they've got to kind of just take a chill pill. Just got to relax a little bit. Because I feel like the game, it's running away with them.
Yeah, completely. And there's been so many times where this whole game, I just felt like Tan had a chance, but then just never were able to quite finish it off, it feels like.
No, I completely agree. But the unpause it's come in. We've just got these upgraded pistols. So it's not great, Freddie. I'm not going to lie to you. Going up against 13-10 with Deagles. It's not ideal. But stranger things have happened. No aggression this time over towards mid, and I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, but like this, as you said, Brian, this could be Nigma just running away with this map, and the problem is, it's just like it is the Wally show. Oral did get signed back a little bit there. He got those 2 kills, but to kind of no avail. It's like those 2 kills just a little bit late, and it's Wokes. He's stepping up in quite a fashion, but it's 20. God, she has had an absolutely incredible game. 24 kills. She got a 3K last round. Pretty much won it for them. And now it's them going on to this B bomb site, pretty much only being contested by a few pistols. And Oral, very nice with the 5-7, tapping away. Does lose a lot of HP, but just doing a bit of damage to the Nigma side, and it could possibly actually lead to a round win.
Yes, early days yet, but it is a 3 versus 3, low HP on one of the CTs as well. They are split too. There's only one defender here for this B site, and that is where the hit is coming in. The bomb, it's just making its way up ramp, and as the T's clear this, they might be in for a full sense of security. Going to have to clear the close corner here, but Cat spots the shoulder and eliminates Trebby. Suddenly, gets a little bit more difficult.
Wally's alive though, Brandon.
Wally is alive,
he gets
yeah.
The first kill. He doesn't get the second. I was really just like, he's going to swing around 1D Cat, and then Tori comes around and bang, and it's Wally getting a highlight reel. Unfortunate.
Yeah, you're bigging him up. I like it. I rate it. I respect it a lot.
I mean, he's
if anyone could do it, it'd be him right now.
Yeah, man, he's having a class game. He's the only player. He's topping the scoreboard alongside 20. He's really the only player on Tan. Like, to be brutally honest, fragging, and he's the IGL. Like, it feels like he's probably carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders right now. On T side, he had so much impact lurking around, disrupting the rotations, and now it's going to be him, actually, yet again, the only player on this bomb site. All the flashes, not going to be great. The Molotov, they're going to be running straight through that. Actually, no, it splits them up. Cat is the only player out. If they can catch her off guard on a solo position, that could be quite huge. But it's actually going to be Tori. She's the one who catches out Oral. Tan, they're all rotated in towards this A bomb site. 2 players will be going towards Donut, 2 towards CT. Yelm with the Sorp. He's been very quiet on CT and stepped up in quite a huge fashion, taking down Vilga. And if he's going to get a kill, this is going to be the round to do it. But Kat, she's looking to change the tides of the game. Molotov into Yelm, forces him out. And this is probably going to be Namiga picking up a 15th, unless Wally, he has something to say about it. Wogs missed smoke. That's so unfortunate. You need to hit that. Oh, but the bomb is being tapped. Anna being dropped, and it's now Tori left in a 1v2. She gets thrown to Wogs, and that's Wally, the hero, yet again, winning them the round.
That was very dicey, but Wally once again, he's done it. Even with that missed smoke and the tap on the bomb, just baiting out those players who are all grouped towards A main, and they all peek one by one as well, Freddy, and it lets Esports Wales back into the game a little bit. Still work to do, though.
The problem is, it's like, back in the game, and you've kept one player alive. Ooh, man, that economy isn't too healthy for them. We see 2 MP9s out, and AWP. The AWP is definitely nice. That has been saved over. But ooh, very nice damage from Wolks. I think he dinked up 20 there, a little bit there to Vilga, so it allows the first bullet headshot if they're allowed to, and now Namiga taking some map control, and it might be them heading towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, right. They're all grouping towards there. The bomber is positioned outside A, so there's not gonna be an imminent plant. Okay, this is a nice molly. This goes inside the little pixel gap in between Cave and Cheetah. Nice little detail. That's made by Fours. Volks does just immediately smoke off the choke point though, and whilst Namiga do have Cheetah, that's all they've got, but they do have a player in cutout as well towards mid, and Yelm could get caught off guard here, but that's a lovely shot. He needs to do more though. Cat is ready and waiting and lurking up the steps, could find him a bit unaware, especially with the timing on Oral as well.
There might be a bit of a duel coming in towards B bomb site. We see Vilga walks straight into the crosshair of Walks, very nice. He's been plodding along with the impact over these past few rounds. He's been actually, I think he's got the vast majority of his kills in these last rounds, and Anna did get spotted out with the bomb, is gonna just completely run away and put her tail between her legs, beeline towards middle, but the problem, oh no, she's going towards A, and it's gonna be Yelm being caught up, but with 10 seconds left on the board, the bomb might not even have time to go down. 6, 5, 4, and that's the round over. Namiga, they're being killed by the bomb. Time is their worst enemy. Oral's gonna swing out. 20 has been dropped. That's no money for her, no AK, and Tan, they have a chance for this.
100%, and this isn't the first time this has happened to Namiga. Quite rightly, a pause is coming in. I need to talk about what's happened. I think that's twice this game. They've just been having too much fun, and unfortunately, Freddie, every round is 1 minute 50. You need to make the most of it, and when you lose 2 rounds to time, that's gotta hurt, and especially when you're so far up in this game, it's just giving Esports Wales a round back, and it's making it closer. And they also run out of time, which means they don't have any money.
Yeah, it's like, it's made it closer. Their money isn't that great. They have 2,400 next round. Like, Anna's not going to be able to buy, Cat's not going to be able to buy, 20's going to have a bit of a ropey one. This round for them is really awkward. They're investing fully into it, so they're putting all their eggs in one basket. If this round falls the way of Tan, this could be it going to 14-14 quite comfortably, and the game may be actually going their way in a very unlikely circumstance.
Yeah, it's just incredible. I don't know how it has come to be this close, especially because the worst enemy for this Namiga side is themselves right now. They're not testing Wally over towards A, and
I want to say, I've never seen that twice in.
No.
Like, you barely even see it nowadays, and it's happened
Oh, you
like
see it with Virtus Pro probably like 5-6 times a game.
oh yeah, but that's different. Like that's or like 2015 Na'Vi when they wait for like 10 seconds to execute onto the bomb site. But yeah, maybe this is actually honestly just surprising to be honest more than anything. And
Ooh.
the bomb and all the players will be grouping up towards this B bomb site. Well, they'll be met by 3 players. Walks as well. He's found the opening pick quite a few times now. Quite successful from him. Smoke, I've actually never seen that lamp. I assume it's 4
That's for
long.
long,
Will
yeah.
be neutralizing Yelm, but he's going to be able to go through us, especially with this flashbang flying through. All the players blind. Such nice team play coming out from the 2 tan players there. And this is looking very good. If they deny this bomb, it's going to be 0 money pretty much for them. Bomb being dropped as well. And very nice for Tan. As I said, if they won this round, Namiga, they're going to be put onto a very ropey buy, and Tan pretty much guaranteed a 14th.
I'm just a bit in awe about how this has come about. But nevertheless, here we are, and Esports Wales, a rare and exciting just lifeline into this game. This is a quicker approach though. Reduce the pistols. They're just gonna bundle down Donut. But the AWP, oh, he does miss the shot and then finds the shot eventually.
Ooh.
Cat, that's a lovely shot, but I think that's all she's gonna be good for with this pinch coming in from Shelf as well. Namiga not expecting to do much on pistols nevertheless, but more importantly, Freddy, we're all tied up.
Yeah, big. This is huge plays. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit greedy there. I felt like he was like, I need to get my stats up. I need to get these eco kills. And he got a lot of chunk on that nade. And it feels like everyone else is... I did say, like, Wally is the one kind of doing the heavyweight. And people have been stepping up. Walks has got the opening frag, like, 4 times in a row now. So big plays from him. And Namiga, same type of thing. They're going to be sending 3 players toward this B bomb site. But stopped actually right behind this smoke. And they're just going to play it out a little bit.
Here they are. The spam is coming through, but it's not going to find any of the players. And temporarily, we've got a bit of calm in between all of this chaos. I feel like it's been extremely electric the past couple of rounds, but finally we just have a moment of peace and clarity. Nothing too much is happening. It's a 3-man lean on this CT side as well, and that is because Namiga early in the half were leaning towards this A bomb site, but 20 again gets the entry for her team, and they're just lining up the mid utility. Nice little combo there. Just gets cut out and candles, and this late mid pressure, it could find success, but at the same time it looks like they're just going to be grouping towards Cave, and the hit is going to end up being this on this B site.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that Walks got caught off guard there. He had no trade potential, and it's going to be Vilga opening up the round, getting a kill onto Wally, and a very nice trade for 20. So it's going to be a 2v4, and they might, like, actually, no, they will go for this. They have enough money, probably just get some damage. They might not be able to get the round because everyone's just so far away, but that's Tam. They're dropping a round. Namiga will be getting match point and will be securing overtime if it comes to that, and it's going to come down to do or die for this 30th round for this Welsh side.
100%, and just when you think the chips are down, it looks to be all going Esports Wales' way. The bigger they battle back again. Such determined characters on this roster, and they do secure the 15th, and Morale, he will get an exit for his troubles, and that's a lovely shot from Tori. That was disgusting.
That's just, you know, it's just like one of the things where like, bye-bye, out of the server you go, au revoir. But Tan, they still have money to buy into this. They have actually way more than enough. AWP should be coming out in the hands of Yelm. I assume Oral will drop that over, and it's Namiga. This is either their time, pick it up, close out the game, go 2-0 in ESEA, or for Tan to equally do the same and push it to overtime.
Yeah, 100%, and free B-lean now for this Esports Wales team, and yeah, he does have the AWPs. This could be a deciding factor. I don't actually think we've seen... Have we seen an AWP battle between Anna and
Honestly, I actually don't think so. And
I know Anna's
this might be the first round.
I know Anna's been boosted a lot over towards B ramp, but Yelm, he is on the B bomb site, but he's not electing to go for any sort of peaks apart from in towards Cave. And this spam again from both teams, it won't find anyone, and this is all becoming a little bit tense. Here comes the grenade dance over towards Cave. This same Namiga protocol taking it cleanly. And Esports Wales have adapted to this, Freddie, because no one's in there.
Yeah, well, because it was a bit like the reason why they did drop that round is because Wolks just got kind of caught off guard there. He was completely alone. There was no trade potential. Nice flash came in from them. But this is all a bit of a ruse. Namiga, they're going to be sending the majority of their players towards this A bomb site. The pop will be coming out now. I'm following the view of Cats, and the trades are actually going in the way of this female side. Both Wally and Oral. Oh, as I say that, okay, Wally does finally get dropped, and it's going to be them with the man advantage, bomb down post plant positions have been set up, and this Welsh side, they're all coming from the same position, but it's looking very unfortunate. Everyone is focused on there because they've got full donut control, they've got control of a main, so they kind of have an inkling of where these three players are coming from. Trebby will be leading this charge with this A1S. He gets the first contact onto Anna. No one dropping just yet. First kill, quickly traded out. This is good from the Amiga. They don't need to go. They can just go 1-for-1. They've got the man advantage, and this is Wolks. With 1 HP left, he's trying to stick this bomb, trying to get a ninja defuse, but that is not going to happen. Namiga, they pick it up in a very very strange game. They tried their best to throw it away, but made it interesting. Gave the viewers a little bit hope, but they couldn't cross it over the line, and that is GG to them. 16-14 lose, and they go 1-1 in ESEA Intermediate now.
Yeah, that was such a bizarre game, wasn't it? But yeah, it's very. I lost for words over what just happened there. It was almost a game of who could kind of throw a little bit more. You had Galaxy just kind of losing to time twice in a row, and it allowed Esports Wales a way back in. But Galaxy, they did battle back, they did stand tall, and it's very unfortunate for this Wales team. But it's 1-1. It's still early in the season. They've still got experience to play with as well. So
early team as well.
100%. And this is all
experience
experience for them. 100%.
Yeah, like, they're playing with a stand-in. Wilkes, Trebby, first game in Intermediate. They had their moments, especially Wilkes towards the end of the game, and it's good. It's good sign from Wally as well. Like the IGL, probably I guess the most experienced. I think maybe Oral and both and Yelm could maybe rival that, but either way, all three of them a fair amount of experience, and Wally stepped up quite huge a lot in this game, but was unable to get his team across the line. Very unfortunate from him, but I know they are definitely going to be going over those demos and getting underway for this next game.
Yeah, 100%. And I believe that's all from us today. So, Freddie, unless you've got anything else to add, I just want to say thank you so much at Esports Wales for having us. Really enjoying it. Hopefully we can be back for more and we can just see the rise of this team.
Yeah, and I think that's it from us today. Thank you very much, Esports Wales, for having us again. It's been amazing to be on this channel, and I hope we are back very, very soon. And everyone in chat, thank you for coming. Have a nice evening, and we'll see you next.
Yeah, take care, guys.